Alright everybody, Baron here, and welcome back to Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, the game where we can have an Imperial detachment of 1,000, well, an entire legion of Palpatine's best, albeit dirty. They're very dirty looking. These guys have been fighting on Tatooine for a while, haven't you? Wombats. Alright man, whatever. So we've got the Empire, the Galactic Empire, from the original trilogy. Because now we have, like, we're gonna have 3 trilogies. Isn't that weird? We have a trilogy of trilogies. Anyway, so 1,000 Stormtroopers. Then we've kind of got, like, the Free Peoples. This is supposed to be representative of Mandalorian. Then we've got the battle droids led by a B2 super battle droid. And then we got the B1s, the Roger, Jar Jar Binks is actually a Sith Lord. And then we have the Rebels led by Broby Wonka Broby. He looks like a freaking hippie. He's not even wearing shoes. And then he's like the kind of guy like, yeah, you know, just like, I think we should make TIE fighters out of hemp because it's a more sustainable resource than enslaving the free peoples of the Outer Rim. And the Rebels are like, yo, dude, check out these camo pants. Look, they're all giving us the thumbs up. I think the Empire sucks. Now that we've got everybody's opinions out of the way, let's start the battle. Oh, don't you just love laser battles? So nobody's really charging except the Gamorrean guards here, but they keep getting knockbacked. So these Stormtroopers are actually made after, are kind of resembling EA Dice Battlefront. Look at them, look at them. So some of the units have knockback, some of them don't. We probably could customize these guys and fix a lot of this stuff, or kind of just mess with it. I'm really hoping, see, oh no, these guys do have knockback. Oh, whoa! He just did a freaking barrel roll, and then he did, is that an intentional, or did he not really do that? So place your bets on who you think's gonna win. It does look like we're fighting on Tatooine right here. And look at that. But there's no twin moons. I know what you're thinking. Why aren't there custom maps for Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator? Was this game just abandoned by the developers? Why? Especially when you consider what it is. It's a battle simulator that specializes in tens of thousands, even hundreds of thousands in certain cases, entities on the same map at the same time. So let's see an aerial view, because it looks like the Gamorreans, aka the Free Peoples, are getting kicked. Where's the Jedi hippie? I felt a great disturbance in the Force. Look at him. He almost looks like he's meditating. He's got no pupils. He's like, I have become one with the Force. No, hippie. You haven't even been able to find your shoes yet. So my bet right now is on the Rebels, just because the other armies are split up and fighting amongst each other. The Stormtroopers keep getting knocked back. The Rebels are kind of getting knocked back. They're all armed with, oh, I was about to say Han Solo's pistol. What was it, a DL-44 or a DH-44? He had a really, really cool pistol, which was... It's funny how all the Star Wars guns were, like, based off of World War II, or a lot of, like, models that I would imagine movie studios just happen to have on hand. Looks like the battle droids are not doing too hot right now. They're getting riggedy wrecked. And look at this, man. The Rebels are fanning out in 2 groups and just exterminating everybody they come up against. Oh, isn't that beautiful? I love the red lasers. I just wish, oh my gosh. I forget, I think it was it the first Battle of Geonosis that kicked off the Clone Wars? In the second prequel movie? That's gonna bug me, I need to look that up. I'm actually surprised I forgot it. But it was amazing, because, oh man, wouldn't it be cool if we had flying units? We could have Geonosians flying with those pulse engine weapons. Not pulse engine, kind of like pulse guns. And they would, like, how many people are left? Wow. Are you kidding me? Only 18 Rebel soldiers and 1 Jedi hippie. He wasn't even a Padawan. He was just a hippie. I think hippies are below Padawans. These Rebels are OP, man. Wow, the sun's moving in fast. Wow. Or moving down fast. So it looks like the Rebels under this scenario. So I wonder the Scout Trooper. Now I think we'll just create kind of 2 armies, but actually I have a few more. We need Mandalorians. Those were kind of like Knights of the Old Republic, you know, basically Old Republic, KOTOR kind of style units that we could have another video themed on specifically. Probably, these guys need more B2 battle droids and maybe led by someone else. We could do Jedis, but I wonder if the Rebels are just overpowered or what? But out of that, the rebels and the Jedi hippie were victorious. I'm not even sure if this guy even got in and killed anybody. All right, so now we're bringing in new challengers for Jedi hippie and his rebel scum. You rebel scum. You have not shaved your beard. That is not up to uniform regulation. But since you're a rebel unit, one man's rebel is another man's freedom fighter. Then we've got the Stormtroopers. We're keeping those two as classics. And then we switch this up. So here we have a Republic Commando and 1,501st Division Republic clones. So the 501st was like one of the best units, right? Then we've got a B-2 battle droid leading 1,000, like, mechanical droids. They're called protocol droids, but these guys look like they're ready for combat. They're ready to judo chop some Stormtroopers in the throat. So let's see who wins this. Oh, gosh. They're too slow. Yeah, that's not gonna go too well now. Oh my. Oh, Jedi hippie ran. He was pooping out blueberry jam the whole way. So let's see. We've got that, then we've got the clones. Who's gonna win this one? If we just go... I'm thinking the droids do not win. Not a chance. But it's like, I wonder. Well, we know that this group here, the Empire, they're gonna die because they're getting shot. They're in a crossfire. The Empire is somehow between the Republic and the Rebellion. So they're getting cornered. And then the droids are just like, man, this does not compute. I can speak over 6 million forms of communication, including using dog poop to make watercolors. Yeah, what if droids? Never mind. I don't even know why we're entertaining that idea that droids would paint with poop, and like I don't know. But it begs the question, how did I come up with that in my head? Why was that the, like, I think what it is every now and then, I'll be like playing a game, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have a fun game. I'm gonna think of the strangest thing, the most outlandish thing I can think of right now. All right, so, oh, the cool thing is the clones are firing in green. Now, I wish it was like blue or maybe like a brighter green because it's almost like yellow, right? I dare say the clones are gonna win, but I cannot confirm. No, it may have looked like that, but it's not the case, I don't think. And let's actually see the kill feed to see what's going on. Oh my. Oh my. Actually, that's exactly what's happening. The clones are winning. They outnumber the rebels 2-1 right now. By the time I finished the sentence, that was true, but at the beginning it was not. But I could assess the numbers, so here we go. Look at this. And if we speed it up, like that, we just went into hyperspace, we slowed it back down, we got out of hyperspace. We landed at the planet Thyfera. I'm trying to remember what Thyfera was known for. I think Thyfera was where Bacta was made during the Bacta Wars for the Star Wars X-Wing series books that I read back in like freaking middle school. Man, those were good. And then Kuwait was like where all the big Star Destroyers were made. You rebel scum. Whoa! Look at these guys in their uniforms. You could have different kinds of clones based off their uniforms and maybe even weapons and different stats. I wish there was more to customize these units. All right, so we changed it up. So we've got the clones that are bosses. We've got the rebel soldiers who are bosses, but now we've changed it up. Now we're just going with 1,000 B-2 battle droids. We're gonna see if they don't get wiped out entirely. And then also we made another change. This lone scout trooper is still leading the charge, but instead of regular stormtroopers, we have the Death Troopers, which were from Rogue One, which were some of my favorite characters. Like, they just look so awesome. Like, look at their guns. B, look at their armor. These guys look formidable and intimidating. Plus, I heard that, like, they are taller than the average stormtrooper. So let's get it on. Oh my. Listen to the sounds of their guns. They're amazing. So let's see what's happening here. How are the Death Troopers doing? The B-2s, we need to see the numbers here. It looks like the Rebels and the clones are actually getting their butts kicked, while the Super Battle Droids and the Death Troopers are doing the best. So it must be the powerful weapons. Oh man. Yeah, these guys do not look like that they're slowing down at all, man. They, I wish we could, well, I guess we could do more. We kind of led with champions. Now let's get 8 armies. I'm gonna do that right after this. We're gonna get 8 armies of 1,000 units each, minimum. Some units we may alter. And then we're just gonna have just mass chaos going around. And I think we're gonna change up the map. Okay, so the Empire and the Rebellion were both wiped out, leading the Confederacy of Independent States, or systems. This isn't the American Civil War. And then the Death Troopers from Rogue One, which were from the Galactic Empire. So it's the 2 main bad guys. Actually, here's a question. So if you were to lead an army in Star Wars, which army would you want to have? Stormtroopers, clone troopers, battle droids, rebel scum, or any one of like the other ones? I always thought that the coolest thing to do, I always like imagine this because I read a lot of Star Wars when I was a kid, man. I'm a huge nerd. I don't remember as much. I used to know almost everything about Star Wars. And like, it was fun. And then a lot of the book series kind of became what is now known as Legacy? No, lore? Legacy? Legends. Star Wars Legends, right? It's like, oh, it's not part of the true lore because Mickey Mouse said so. Because Mickey Mouse is Emperor Palpatine incarnate. Disney's going to take over the world. It looks like the battle droids are getting their booties kicked. Yep. The Death Troopers are just more powerful. They're more powerful. They're more machine now than man. Twisted and evil. So let's do this. Hey, dudes. All right. Yo, tactical maneuver. Whoa, dude. Oh my God. Look how inaccurate they are. Look at this. And they said Star Wars can't shoot. Stormtroopers can't shoot. I believe them. This is like the derpiest aiming I've ever seen in my life. And I can't, if I right click, it just gets off the player. It moves off of the character. Yeah, that's not how the Death Troopers... Yeah, you guys sound like you're possessed by a bunch of demons who haven't been fed in like 5 or 6 days. This is bad. Yeah, we're gonna go out, or like some some like World Wrestling Federation. Yeah, I just took my juice to make my muscles big. So this is interesting. Look at how different each block is for 1,000 units. You can tell that the B2 battle droids over here are much, much bigger. And probably the smallest or most compact is actually the Jedis, who look like they're having an absolute rave, because you got the Mace Windu purple. Who used yellow? Did Ki-Adi-Mundi use yellow? And then there's Obi-Wan and Luke before he became a, Jedi Knight. He used blue. Then we got the green for the Jedi Knights, and then we got the red for the Sith. And I think there's only 4 colors. So we've got the clones from the 501st. We've got 1,000 Scout Troopers. We've got 1,000 Gamorreans. We've got 1,000 Republic Commandos. We've got 1,000 Rebel Scum. I just love you, Rebel Scum. 1,000 B2 battle droids and 1,000 B1 battle droids. They're all on different teams. This is gonna be nuts. So let's compare pretty much every Star Wars army. Oh my gosh, the Jedis, look at them. They are, when they're able to move in close and start hacking up, they actually, well, they're gonna take out the 501st Republic troops. Oh, look at this. The Scout Troopers are getting wrecked because they're getting charged by the Gamorreans. So it's like, at these close confines, it may actually be good, at least in immediately destroying your neighbor, to do melee. Oh wow, some of the Jedis actually got over here. So while one Jedi was easily defeated, 1,000 Jedis are not. I'm actually kind of curious if 1,000 Jedis is going to win this one overall. It'll be tough. It looks like the Rebels just got wiped out because they were between the Republic Commandos and the B2 battle droids, both pretty beefy, tanky type units. Oh man. It's going to be really hard, I think, for the Jedis, this detachment here, because you can see they are falling. Little by little. They may take out 10 men, but they keep dropping as well. And it's going to be really, really difficult for them to close the distance here, I'm pretty sure, and take out those Republic Commandos. We're going to see them charging now. Well, once they defeat these... Oh, these poor Scout Troopers. Would it be cool if you could, like, if the lightsabers would cut units in half. I'm surprised they don't have that. It's just like, I think what this game really was is just some coding that allowed them to put a ton of units on the map at the same time. Other than that, I wouldn't say this game was largely innovative. It was like more of a science experiment, I think. And I can't help but wonder, oh wow, these Jedis might actually beat everybody. I'm not sure. Let's see what's happening over here. Oh yeah, I think the Jedi's gonna win. Which does make sense. If you were to pit 1,000 of all these units, you'd probably think that the Jedis would win. And in this version, they can't even deflect laser bolts. They just kind of like absorb them, using and absorb the energy to then power their force lightning. Oh man, it would suck to be these guys. That's a big group of Republic Commandos, and a lot of times they get hit once or twice, and they keep going. So, what are you doing? We've got people stuck on a hill. We put the nuke right there. Oh shoot. Whoops! I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened. Yeah, I got a hold of the nukes. Alright, so some changes. We went from B2s to B1 battle droids. And then we went from scout troopers to stormtroopers. And then we changed up the positioning, and we also added these protocol droids. So we're gonna start it. We're gonna speed it up. And we're gonna determine here. We're gonna watch these numbers drop. It looks like the rebels haven't lost a single unit. Which is, they're the only people who haven't lost a single unit. Now they just started losing them. The battle droids are almost entirely extinct, as well as the protocol droids. The Jedis, let's see, the Jedis. They've lost a couple, but they're at 880. I think they'll ultimately become victorious again. It really depends if they can close this distance and take on these rebels, because the rebels are really strong. Oh man, by the speed at which they were able to cut down the Jedis are gonna come in here and just wreck. The Gamorreans didn't really do much of anything. It'd be cool to see, like, you can see how many have fallen, but you couldn't see how many of the enemy they put down. Oh yeah. This is most assuredly going to be a Jedi Knight victory, guys. So now as the Jedis plow through the Gamorrean guards, which were the race of, like, these green pig-like soldiers that Jabba used at his palace. Oh my gosh, these are, what, the last remaining? There's 2 remaining, and that was the last rebel. The Jedis, clearly, I mean, all that vegan diet has really helped them out. So it looks like the Jedis are supreme. I mean, that should not have come as a surprise to any of us. So let me know what you want to see next. Do you guys want to see more Marvel heroes, DC heroes, Warhammer, Fallout, Halo, Half-Life, more Lord of the Rings, some Smash Bros, Marvel vs. DC? Let me know what you guys would like to see in the next video on Ultimate Epic Battle Simulator, and I'll see you guys there.